Now imagine this. You are one of Hollywood's most talented actors. The public, the critics, everyone praises you. But the Oscar committee nominates you every time and then forgets you. Feels bad, right? That is exactly what kept happening to Leonardo DiCaprio, an actor who chewed rejection like chewing gum from childhood. An actor who gave Hollywood world-class performances, yet it took them 22 years to truly recognize his talent. This is the story of a stubborn man who kept getting knocked out on the red carpet. This is the story of Leonardo DiCaprio. Los Angeles' Echo Park, an area where not only dreams break, but people do too. Leo grew up in this tough environment where drugs, crime, and gang violence were a daily reality. Any child could have gone astray in such surroundings, but Leo was different from the start. While other kids were busy with video games, Leo was in his room practicing dialogues. Often, parents ignore such behavior as childish, but Leo's mother, Ermeline, didn't. She decided she would support her son's dream and personally started taking him to auditions. One audition after another, and every time the same line. "Sorry, kid, you're not what we're looking for." Yet, Ermeline never let Leo's confidence break. Slowly, his confidence grew, and he began getting small television roles. But the real battle started when Leo began auditioning for films. Ironically, his biggest enemy became his own name. Many times, he was rejected simply because of it. Even his agent suggested he change his name to Lenny Williams, but Leonardo didn't hesitate for a second. He said only one thing: "My name is Leonardo DiCaprio, and the whole world will say it." Then, in 1993, Leo got the role of Arnie, a mentally challenged boy in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Although the film focused mainly on Johnny Depp's character, every time Arnie appeared on screen, his innocence and realism confused audiences. Was this acting, or was he truly like this? His performance was so powerful that in 1994, Leo was nominated for the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. And remember, he was only 19 years old. After an Oscar nomination, lead roles were inevitable. Then came 1996, and a film that put Leo's poster on every teenager's bedroom wall, Romeo plus Juliet. Shakespeare's original dialogues set against a modern 90s city backdrop. The intensity in Leo's voice, the pain in his eyes, the passion of a lover. Romeo became every teenager's crush. Made on a budget of $45 million, the film earned $147 million, and Leo became Hollywood's talk of the town. Every news channel, every magazine began predicting his next move, but no one knew Leo had only just begun. In 1995, director James Cameron planned Titanic with a budget of $200 million, the most expensive project of the 90s. The biggest question was, who would play Jack Dawson? Big stars like Tom Cruise, Matthew McConaughey, and Christian Bale were interested, but it didn't work out. Then Cameron thought of Leonardo DiCaprio. When Leo read the script, his answer was a straight no. He wanted to focus on serious roles, and Titanic risked turning him into another chocolate boy hero. Cameron convinced him to come to the studio for one audition. When Leo read Jack's lines with Kate Winslet, Cameron smiled and said, "This kid is Jack Dawson." In 1997, when Titanic released, it set theaters across the world on fire. Leo portrayed Jack as a carefree artist, poor in wealth, but rich in emotion. His smile could stop heartbeats. His chemistry with Kate Winslet was so powerful that people believed they were a real-life couple. They weren't, but their friendship off-screen was as pure as their bond on-screen, and it still lasts today. And who can forget that iconic Titanic pose? It became the most recreated pose in the world. Weddings, birthdays, beaches, mountains, everywhere. Titanic earned over $2 billion worldwide. Yes, billion, back in 1997. It was the first film to cross the $1 billion mark and remained the highest-grossing film until 2009. After Titanic, the world wanted to see Leo only as a romantic hero, but his mind was in a completely different orbit. This is where his obsession with serious roles began, an obsession that turned him into a legend. Hollywood has a term called typecasting, when success traps you in one image. Leo broke that frame with Catch Me If You Can. He played charming con artist Frank Abagnale Jr., a teenager who impersonated a pilot, doctor, and lawyer. The role was risky, but Leo showed Frank's pain, thrill, and charm so beautifully that people called him a magician. The audience was ready for Leo's experiments. Then he teamed up with legendary director Martin Scorsese, beginning with Gangs of New York, 2002. Leo played Amsterdam Valen, a boy driven by revenge after witnessing his father's murder. Though Daniel Day-Lewis dominated the screen, Leo still shone. This partnership created cinematic gems: The Aviator, The Departed, Shutter Island, and The Wolf of Wall Street. The applause grew louder, but so did one question: why doesn't Leonardo DiCaprio have an Oscar? Nominations came, wins didn't. The Aviator, 2004, lost to Jamie Foxx. Blood Diamond, 2006, lost to Forrest Whitaker. Still, Leo never stopped pushing himself. Then came The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013. Drugs, money, greed, his most fearless performance yet. Everyone said this Oscar is his, but the award went to Matthew McConaughey. The internet exploded. Memes flooded social media, but behind the jokes was real pain. Finally, in The Revenant 2015, Leo turned pain into performance. He endured freezing rivers, brutal conditions, and unimaginable physical suffering. And in 2016, the words echoed, and the Oscar goes to Leonardo DiCaprio. It wasn't just an award, it was patience finally rewarded. Today, Leo doesn't chase trophies, he builds legacy, because greatness may be slow, but it is permanent. So if your dreams are delayed, don't panic. Delay does not mean failure. It means your moment will be unforgettable. Don't give up on your dreams. What do you think about Leonardo DiCaprio's journey? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, hit subscribe. We'll keep bringing you inspiring stories. Until the next video, take care, stay healthy, stay happy.